Hello. It's Sunday, 10th of July, 2016. So, it's my hair. I put coconut oil in my hair. I could see my scalp was dry. So I had to... Well, let me just off this heater. It's a bit loud. So I'm just sort of anxious over my disability support pension job capacity assessment interview tomorrow. It's at 8:30 a.m., which means I'm gonna have to get up at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock a.m. because I need all that time to prepare myself. Yes, I got up and I did my exercises today. Did it for 15 minutes. So I'm going to... Yeah, so this week 15 minutes. That's the goal. Every morning 15 minutes. And then the next week 20 minutes. So slowly get it, a bit better and better. So I was thinking, like, what am I going to go and ask them tomorrow? Like, because they're going. What I would like is, I would like to not have to look for work until the end of August, because I'm currently in the process of preparing my defense to the Legal Profession Admission Board, and that is kind of stressful. And the thing is, they want me to bring any medical reports for my conditions. So my conditions are mental health, depression, social anxiety. I would have to include agoraphobia and all that, but it's not like clearly, like, specifically diagnosed, but I do have the same issues. Anyway, but I don't have a recent report from my psychiatrist, and I've only seen her once, right? And my next appointment is sometime in August 12 or something around that date. I have to check what the specific date is, so I'm not really sure. And I also have to get that a report from her to give to the LPAB. So I'm not sure how useful that psychiatrist report is going to be, because the person who has been treating me since 2013, my other psychiatrist, he moved to a different area. So I saw him last, I don't know when my last appointment, I think it was sometime last year. I don't know the exact date. I probably should get all these dates. And I have certificates and stuff from him, but I've already given that to them. And so I'm not really sure what I can tell them, So I don't. So I'm just writing some notes down. So I do not have a recent psychiatrist report regarding my depression and social anxiety, and how these may affect my capacity to find and maintain suitable work. They define that as in a very broad term. I've only seen my current psychiatrist for one session only. So I'm not really sure of, like, how useful this appointment. I don't know what to do. It's like I'm gonna, because the thing is, I do want to work. I do want to find work, but I don't think I am mentally strong, emotionally ready to do full-time work. I may be able to do part-time work. So because of my depression and social anxiety, my depression has lifted a little bit, but I am still kind of fragile. It's easy for me to get depressed. So it's not like I am so like strong in my mind and my body or whatever. And so I am still kind of fragile. So if I push myself too hard, I think it might just be like a total meltdown. So I'm just going to tell them that, I'm just going to tell them I do not have a recent psychiatrist report. I've only seen my current psychiatrist on once before on whatever date. And I'll actually show them my application to the LPAB and how it was deferred, and that made me upset, and how now I have to actually get a psychiatrist report to give to them as well. So now I just tell them, I would like to not have to look for work until the end of August, because the next meeting of the LPAB is on August 23rd. But I am interested I definitely want to do something positive and productive with my life. Well, my face is more thinner, isn't it? Like, hey, it looks more thinner. Doing exercises helps, I think. Oh, yesterday evening I didn't eat my salad, so there was a diet fail. I ate 2 slices of whole wheat bread with peanut butter spread and a banana. And I also had an extra soy latte, so there was a diet fail. I didn't exercise self-care. But I was, so today hopefully salad, yes. So yeah, I'm just going to tell them, my psychiatrist, my previous psychiatrist moved away. So what I would like this is what I would ideally like, is not have to look for work until the end of September. And then if I haven't found a job at that time, that I would like to be put on my requirements, to be reduced from looking for full-time work to looking for part-time work, because I don't think I am mentally, emotionally, even physically capable of, I'm starting to do exercises, I'm trying to develop myself, but it's just mental, and my psychology is still very fragile, and I might not be able to handle full-time work. So I would like to have my requirements to look for work to reduce to part-time work. So that would be my goal, is to find some part-time employment. And I would even say that regarding the LPAB, I think the psychiatrist can mention that, like I am working on my depression, anxiety, I take my medications, and I do. I saw a psychologist for one session, but I haven't really followed up with that, but hopefully I'll have to make an appointment here. Anyway, so even if I get admitted, I would still only be trying to seek part-time employment, because I know that I am not, I do not have the energy and mental fortitude, emotional strength, stability to perform the demanding functions of a legal practitioner full-time. So I can try and seek part-time employment, or even voluntary work or whatever, to build up my resume, because that is something I could try doing as well. So I could even ask them, so I can look for voluntary work or part-time work or something like that. So I would like for them to, I'm going to make a request them to I would not like to look for work until the end of August. And after that, if I haven't found a job, that I would like to be my requirements for looking for work reduced from full-time to part-time, and that part-time can include voluntary work to build up my resume by skills. That's the request I'm going to make to them, and I'm going to tell them I don't have a recent report, because I've only seen the new psychiatrist one session, my next session, and I do have to get a report from her, to make this, to give the LPAB what it's requesting. So I'll show them the layer and I'll let them see it. Um, so that's my plan. That's what I'm gonna tell them. So that's my plan. I think that's pretty reasonable, pretty honest, and I'm acknowledging I have some difficulties, some mental health difficulties, but I am capable of managing it and performing a limited amount of work. Maybe I can't be a full time do that, but maybe I can do part time, 2 days a week or something like that, 3 days a week, whatever. 2 days a week. I don't know, 3 days a week, maybe too much. Yeah, I just suffer from anxiety. Every time I have to do something, I get anxiety, and then you have to learn to manage these things. But still, I'm still very fragile. I'm still very emotionally and mentally fragile. So I don't want to push myself too hard, and that's a realistic. That's real. I'm not just making it up. I know if I push myself too hard, it's just going to get me into depression. So, which is not good for anybody, isn't it? I mean, I want to get a job. I want to contribute to society and, do something good, productive with my life. Anyway, so yes, that's some thoughts. Yeah. Oh God, I gotta get up at 3 a.m. because I need my time to do my exercises, get prepared. I gotta catch the bus too because my niece is at home, so I can't. My mom's looking after her, so oh my God. Okay, anyway, so